Thank you very much for introducing the both of us to the audience. Thanks for giving us the chance to present our company and to tell about our contribution to the recycling industry. First, some basic facts about Vecoplan. Vecoplan is a German machine and system building company and has been founded in 1969. Nowadays, we do have, as a Vecoplan group, over 440 people, and we do have a turnover of 110 million euros. The headquarters is in Germany, right in between Cologne and Frankfurt, so if you ever come by, you're warmly invited to visit our company. What we are doing is, since 1969, we give second life to waste. So actually, circular economy is to us old business. Vecoplan started in the business of recycling already at that early stage by giving life to wood waste. So one of our main goals and markets is dealing with wood waste, biomass, demolition timber, pellet industry. So there is also some kind of circular economy already long-term established. In the business unit where I'm the head of, we are dealing with waste and recycling. Waste does mean household waste, industrial waste, post-consumer waste, all that kind of stuff. We give a second life to it by helping with our product range to make the pre-treatment of the material. So, and finally, the plastics we soon will be talking about, they can either be processed as a mechanical recycling way or as a chemical recycling way, given second life to it. And the third business unit is, of course, service. And it is very important when you are a supplier with having an international market to give service to your customers 24/7, because we all live in different time zones, and it is very important that the production keeps going and the business keeps going. So, what is material pre-treatment about? What is our core competence? The core competence is shredding, conveying, screening, separating, and storage. That components are all needed upfront to every recycling process, because every material which is brought into the circle for giving a second life needs some kind of pre-treatment, and that's what we are specialized in. So coming back to chemical recycling, which we feel is a visionary contribution to the plastic recycling. The circular economy says it is not longer an option to simply use and discard the products and such components. To achieve such, it is very important that society as well as industry work closely together. Still, the range of plastics will be very variable. There still will be for a long, long time lots of different plastics material in the market. And you always have to think of what is the best way to give them a second life. Is it really the mechanical one, or is the chemical recycling an option? And we feel that chemical recycling can be a visionary contribution to the plastic recycling. And for that reason, during the last years, we have found partners who used our pre-treatment systems. One of them is Brightmark, and my colleague Chris Smith will now Brett will now tell you all about that customer and project.
Thank you, Martina. As Martina mentioned, just like globally in the U.S., Vecoplan is an industry leader in system integration as it relates to recycling. In particular, as she mentioned, we're particularly interested in material preparation. So any project that we work on, whether it's a mechanical or chemical or alternative recycling solution, it's very important once we have a specification from a customer or a downstream process, prepping the material on the front side is very, very important to the end result. It's actually a very exciting time in the U.S. to be involved in the plastic market, recycling in general. Certain market conditions have opened new opportunity, new investment, and certainly opportunity. For instance, the China ban on materials that has opened many avenues, many investment, many business opportunities for non-traditional recycling methods. One is chemical recycling. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about a process that we're involved in, a project we're involved in for a company called Brightmark Energy. And basically what these guys are doing, they're taking material that would be bound for overseas, also materials that in traditional recycling are very, very difficult. Multi-layered materials, which traditional recycling is very tough. They're using that material, which would go straight to a landfill, and making useful products. So these guys are doing ultra low sulfur diesel and taking it one step further and actually making FDA food grade wax for packaging. Very innovative. What we did for them on the material preparation side, they're bringing in bales of material from MRFs. We're sorting, doing a pre-shred, so size reducing. We're removing metal. We're doing an optical sort, removing PVC, doing a final shred, and then sending it downstream into their process. They're doing a pyrolysis process, and as I said, they're creating fuel and FDA wax. Again, very, very innovative. That market completely opened from market conditions, which was once viewed as problematic conditions in traditional recycling setting, opened up a whole new avenue for business opportunity. That particular project, which we're going to show you a small little video on here in a moment, that particular project, when they're up and running in 2020, mid to late 2020, they're going to be taking over 100,000 tons each year, turning it into, as I said, ultra low sulfur, diesel, and food grade wax. And I think we have a little video. Mm-hmm.
Plastics recycling is pretty cool, and today we're recycling more and more. A sports drink bottle can now be recycled into a package to protect strawberries. An orange juice container can become a shampoo bottle. A shampoo bottle can come back again and again as a bottle holding household cleaners or sunscreen or makeup. A milk jug can return as a detergent bottle. A yogurt tub can become parts for your car. Ketchup bottle can become a t-shirt. That plastic shopping bag can return as plastic lumber for a backyard deck or another bag. And bottle caps can become a recycling bin to collect all these plastics. But that's just the beginning. Some communities in California now collect foam cups and containers that are recycled into picture frames and other household products. Pretty cool indeed. Recycling plastics is a fairly simple process. Plastics are collected at home, or at grocery stores or at businesses, and then taken to facilities where they are sorted. After cleaning, the plastics are heated until they melt. Then they are reformed into recycled plastic pellets that are sold to companies that make new products, such as car bumpers, carpeting, railroad ties, backpacks, fleece jackets, playgrounds, even new packaging, and much more. But what about those things that aren't easily recycled? Can we keep those resources from being buried in a landfill? Absolutely. Actually, the number of ways we can recover plastics is growing. When it's feasible, recycling is the way to go. But when something can't be recycled, like if it's too dirty or contaminated, it may be possible to recover that item and convert it to energy. How? Energy recovery facilities convert non-recycled materials into fuel. There are more than 80 waste-to-energy facilities in the U.S. right now. These facilities convert the energy stored in all sorts of waste into electricity to help power our homes and businesses. Burying stored energy in a landfill is such a waste. If we took all of the paper, wood, plastics, old clothes, and other garbage that now goes to landfills and converted that to usable energy, we could power nearly 14 million homes every year. That's right, nearly 14 million homes. Today, only about 11% of all our municipal solid waste goes to waste-to-energy facilities. Another 34% gets recycled or composted. The rest still ends up buried in landfills. But there are other technologies that could turn more plastics into energy and other valuable things. One of them is called plastics to oil. Just like it sounds, this technology converts non-recycled plastics into oil that can be refined and used as fuel for cars and other vehicles. And get this, if all the non-recycled plastics in municipal solid waste in the U.S. were converted this way, we would create enough oil to fuel nearly 9 million cars for a whole year. Another technology called engineered fuel turns non-recycled plastics and other waste into solid fuel that is used as an alternative to traditional solid fuels such as coal. Someday, it could even be used more widely at facilities that make electricity, steel, cement, or even auto parts. In addition to liquid fuel and solid fuel, non-recycled waste can be converted into a gas fuel too. It's called gasification, and it's a very versatile form of energy recovery. The gas can be used to produce electricity, or in some cases, converted into liquid fuels and even raw materials for manufacturing. So, what we often think of as waste today is really a valuable resource. Even before recycling and energy recovery, plastics are already working hard to help us do more with less. Plastics keep food fresh so they last longer. They help ship more product with less fuel and greenhouse gas emissions. And they resist breaking and shattering, which can save time and money. And once they're done doing their job, many plastics can be recycled or converted into energy to help heat somebody's home. Or maybe someday fuel a car, or create a new raw material. To learn more about how innovations in plastics contribute to sustainability, visit plastics.americanchemistry.com.
Yeah, so my personal opinion really is we do not have to be afraid of plastics. We just have to bring it into a circular economy, be open to new methods of recycling, and from my understanding, chemical recycling can close the loop too. So thanks for your attention.